2018 Ultimate Team video. So, as you saw in the title of the description, we made all 12 defensive heroes. So that makes all 24. We've made all 24 positional heroes, 98 overall. Kept some, sold some. So let's take a look at the squad like really quick. I'll show you kind of how I did it. And again, I wanted to make about a point at the end of making all 12 of the offensive heroes. I had 1.7 million. And I wanted to show y'all that you can do this with, basically only about a million coin, 1.5 million coin. So all told, I've made all these players, literally all 24 players in this promo, in these two promo sets for, and I started with 1.7 for a million coin, because you can see like right there, I think it's a little bit more than I actually like started out with, but 1.7 million. It cost me a million coins to make the defensive set, but I'm going to show you why I made more money off the offensive set, but it's a pretty simple process, and I'll explain it here why. I could easily probably be back up to 1.7 and have like literally like spent no money on the defensive players, but I'm going to show you like kind of like what I did. So my offensive players for just the positional heroes, Richie Incognito, I think he was the only offensive lineman that we kept, because we had Yonda, we had Mac. So he was the only offensive player, like offensive line player that we kept. And then in the two wideouts, obviously Fitzgerald, Julio, which I think is by far the best card in the game right now, besides Barry, Drew Brees, and Kyle Juszczyk. So on the offense, we kept 5. Now keep in mind, we also kept the kicker. So that's 6. So in the offense, we kept 6 of the players. So that means we sold 6 of the players. So inevitably, honestly, by selling those players, we made a lot of our coins back. Now defense, you can see Brett Kern there, who's part of the defensive set. Defense, you can see we kept a lot more players. Now, am I going to continue to keep them? I don't know. I doubt it, but we want to try to get to that 99 overall. I haven't really messed with my chems and like all of that like too much yet. And a lot of these guys were just plugged in and played like basically just because they just made the set. So on defense, again, you can see Clinton Dix, Trevathan, Von Miller, LaMarcus Joyner, Brandon Graham, Snacks Harrison, Everson Griffin, Jimmy Smith, and the punter Brad Kern. So all told, that's 9 players total. So let's see, is it 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the punter for 9. So 9 players were kept on the defense. So if you take the equivalent of the two, we kept 6 on the offense when we made all 12. We've kept 9 on the defense when we made all 12. So legitimately, if I wanted to sell 3 of these guys, because I don't like really need them, like Clinton Dix, I really don't need. I've got Atwater in the back. Clinton Dix, like we really don't need him because like we've got Atwater. Hold on, I'm trying to open up my YouTube so I can see who's saying something. I don't want to hear me though. Alright. What's up, bud? So Clinton Dix, we really don't need. We've got Atwater. It's not that big a deal. It does like give him a +1 bonus. We did keep Trevathan, Von Miller, LaMarcus Joyner again. He's a 99. Really don't need him. He's a 98. We've got 98 boosted. Landon Collins. It's not that big of a swing. Jimmy Smith rather is definitely a go. Like he's gone. We've got Casey Hayward at 97. When he's put into the squad, he's a 98, and he's to me better than Jimmy Smith. But it's whatever. Jimmy Smith doesn't really have great speed, but I don't really use my third corner like a whole lot anyway, so it's not that big a deal. Everson Griffin we definitely want to keep because we have his tier up. And then Snacks Harrison, we don't really need Snacks Harrison. We have Gerald McCoy, so we can get rid of him. Aaron Donald, he's a 98 when he's in the starting lineup. We've got Brandon Graham, but Brandon Graham's a pretty beast card, so we'll probably keep him for like a little bit, but I like the, blanket coverage on Aaron Donald because it helps the overall. So technically, if I sold like 3 of these dudes, then I could easily get back up to, I would see, honestly, if I sold 3 of them, I'd be back at 1.7 million coins and right back where I started, so I basically made all 12 of these guys for free. It's pretty legit. So 99 or 98 overall squad. Close to 100. Or close to 99 already, which is pretty badass. Like I don't know anybody that really has like a 99. I think Mutt Gamer or whatever his name is, the dude that spends like $5,000 like on this game, like buying packs and stuff like that. Legitimately, not a lie. Like he literally spends that much money like on this game. I think he made a 99 overall squad. Like I think when the defensive promo came out. But yeah. So for very, very little money spent like in this game, this is a God squad basically. It's not zero money spent, so I've tried to decide like what I'm gonna do next year as far as where like this year it was basically all about the tier ups, and then I quickly realized that because they're not auctionable or anything like that, it really inhibited me from building my squad, and I kind of lost like a lot of money and a lot of coins rather, like in making like the tier up squad and tier up players, because I had to wait for the Alex Mack, I had to wait for the Whitworth, I had to wait for like all these guys. Lane Johnson still hasn't even, he's still sitting at a 96. I don't really get, there's no real high tier up for right tackle. So like the kind of Brady, Beckham, like I don't know. It doesn't really make like a lot of sense to like tier up like all these guys, but it's whatever. So I kind of lost like a lot of money like in all these tier up guys, especially like when you get later in the year and they introduce 88s or 98s and 99 players and stuff like that. Like you can see there's no point, and I kind of addressed it with the offense, and again you can see it on the defense as well. I have Von Miller like tiered up all the way. I could put this card in there, but what's the point? It only goes to a 99. So basically I have this card, and I think that's what kind of sucks about it. So I have this card that's 97 overall. This is a 98 overall, technically boosted to a 99, but that's a 98 if I put him in the lineup. So it's like, the guy's better, but like I don't even know if it'll let us do it or not. Okay, so I just want to take a look at this. So if with this Von Miller in the lineup and the other Von Miller not in the lineup, compare the stats. The speed is basically the same, strength a little bit better, tackling 1, play rec 1, block shed. His block shedding is actually better because he has the block shedding chem. Power move, whatever, finesse moves better, hit power is the same. So do you see like a dramatic difference between those two cards? It's the same player. I don't know. And even if you look at the cap cost, which is basically how you evaluate who plays better, like on the field, via EA's little stuff, it's a 64 to a 66. So it's not like, holy shit, that is a dramatic difference. It's really not a difference at all. Like, there's really no point in. So why would I keep Von Miller and I have him already tiered up. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot of coins, and he's by far the most expensive player in that set. And so it's just a lot of coins to have to just basically keep. You know, I don't really see the point in keeping the cards. So again, we've created all 12 rather. We've kept 9. We're gonna move. Not gonna lie, we're gonna move like some of these guys. But for now, we're just gonna keep them. We're gonna work for our 99 overall. I don't see much more. I'm probably not going to do a whole lot more with this team, to be completely honest with you. I'm probably going to save and sell all my cards at some point, and then basically just work on getting the Rookie Premier. If they do the Rookie Premier again, basically like the NFL Combine set, where you get the cards that transfer over to like the next year. I only did J.J. Watt's brother, whatever his name was, T.J. Watt, I think. I only did him last year, and I kind of regretted it because I didn't really know how it was going to work out or not. But you had Marshawn Lattimore, you had Myles Garrett. They gave you a lot of cards that transferred over like into the next year. So we're definitely going to want to try to like beast out that whole set. So if we have got to sell the team or like whatever, because after a while the team, like, there's really no point to playing the game. A lot of people have already moved on from like playing Madden. Like, it's not that interesting to people like anymore. Like, football season's over. There's no hype. But I'm gonna stick with it for like a little while longer. My son's watching, and he's trying to get me on Fortnite, which seems to be like what everybody's like transferred over to. So we're probably gonna get on Fortnite at some point and stream some games. I've never played Fortnite. I have no clue how to play Fortnite. I've seen my son's. I'll drop a link in a comment below to his YouTube channel. I've seen him play Fortnite and seen him, seen his friends play and everything like that. I've seen people play. I've never actually done it. I don't know how I feel about it, but I honestly, before I go streaming live with like Fortnite, I want to see if I like the game, and then I want to see if I'm even decent at the game. I don't want to be like sitting here streaming Fortnite and saying like, oh, #1 team in the world, and I just get trashed like every 2 seconds. So, but that's the squad. So we kept 9 of the 12, and like I said, I basically did this set for 1 million coin, but again, if I sold the other 3 players like I did on offense, I kept 6. On defense, if I kept 6, I sold 3 players, I'd be back to 1.7, and it would have cost me literally 0 coin when it's all said and done to get 6 free players. So out of all of this, creating all 12 offensive players and creating all 12 defensive players, I've kept 6 on offense. I'll probably keep 6 on defense. I've literally gotten 12 free cards, because at that point, by the time I sell those other 3 cards, I'll be back to 1.7 where I originally started before the offensive promo. So I literally have gotten 12 free 98 overall cards, and I'll still be at 1.7 million. So literally, like, if you made these sets and everything like that, you could literally make them. Now, do you get down to like crap coins, like 0 coins and so on and so forth? Because remember, at the end of it, you get 600K. So at the end of each one of them, so that's 1.2 million at the very end of each set. So remember, like, take that 600 off of my 758. That's 158K that I basically had left over after making all the cards. Then I got the other ones. So here's the other kicker to this. Is if we go into like the item binder, this is like kind of the way like I substituted for. So I bought a lot of the packs, the offensive packs, like going for like specific offensive players or specific defensive players, as far as like linebacker or defensive tackle, so on and so forth. What I've done now is basically just given up on the fact that, like, since I'm done with it and I don't need to decide whether I need to make the 94s, because I have a lot of them. A lot of the cards that go into the set or should I just outright buy it? I don't really have to worry about any of that anymore. So I just went ahead and at the end of all of this, I started making like gold tokens. So we got 5 gold tokens there, 5 more. So 13 it looks like. Don't really need to filter this, but okay, yeah. So 13. So we ended up coming off with like 13 like gold tokens. And we can sell all of those for like 20K a piece. So that's 200K, 260K, like right there, minus tax. You're looking about 250, about 240, like 240K just in gold tokens sitting like right here. So add that to that total because those come from making like those packs. Now, if you're asking like what packs, I've got to buy one anyway today. So just for my daily. And normally if I'm like strapped for coins, then I'll just buy the stupid get a player or something like that. If I've got, if there's a good set out or something like that, then I'll go with like, the legend set, or I'll go with something like this. This to me is just, it's a wicked good set. Like these packs, and like they disappear, the offensive like disappears. So at the end of this week, I'm assuming like the NFL Combine's probably going to come out. Maybe it'll probably be the Combine, then it's going to be the draft. So Combine players about to come out, where you get all the rookies and all the new faces and everything like that. So these packs will be gone. To me, I might advise like maybe snagging like some of these, like, and keeping them, and maybe not opening them, because like I explained before, these packs are pretty beast. They're pretty dope. So like, you figure you spend 22,000 coins like for one of these packs, all right? Like there are a ton of cards that you basically automatically get your money back, like for those specific like players. Now, are you gonna take L's? Yeah, Madden's not gonna release a pack, and it just be like, woo! You're gonna make coins off of it every time because people would do it like all day. The other part of it is like sniping these cards. You can get snipes. There are so many snipes in the game like right now, like cheap players that you can make 5, 10, 20K off of one card, which is probably what I'm going to do, like, not today, but like over the next little, because these cards are going to drop. All these position players are going to drop because it basically killed the market. So now the market's like standard at 98. So don't expect your 80, your 90s and your 91s and all of that stuff to go up. It's just not going to happen. The market's like almost drying up, or almost about to dry up, because there's really no point unless they make something that transfers over into Madden 20 or Madden 19 rather. There's really no point to making 95 overall players or 97 overall players or even 98 overall players right now. And like putting time and effort and coins, or especially spending real money, like there's no point in doing all of that like right now. So it's basically dry up the market. Now that all these cards are out, everybody's got them, and they're cheap as shit. Like I think like the cheapest one like right now is like 300K. You can get it for like 300K. You can get a 98 card for 300K. I don't remember if everybody remembers when Michael Vick's just original legend card came out. It was like a 94 or something like that. It was like broken in the game at that point. It was going for like 3 million coins. Like you could have just like sat on that, like saved that card, like sold it immediately, sit there with 3 million coins. And you could have literally bought like all 24 of these guys for like basically that, and just not even had to work on the set or anything like that. Just buy them outright. So it's pretty stupid. But so in order to make money off of this, so the offensive guys are done, or I would do the receiving part of this. Now the most expensive players like in the promo for defense are Von Miller. He's pretty much like the beast. He sets the bar. But then your punter is like the next kind of most expensive player, just because his cards are like pretty high. I'm pretty sure like his 88s and stuff have dropped now, but if you can pull like a left outside linebacker, so since the sets are done now, when I was making the sets, I chose like which one I wanted. So you always kind of needed corners. I kind of stuck with this pack just because I'd already made my punter, but every punter, like 88, I think it was 88 or above, like punter that I got, or higher, was like 80K, like 75K. So that paid for like 3 more packs. You know, that's besides like the other cards that I got. And like I think I pulled like 5 or 6 of them. So it just constantly like kept repaying for itself. Left outside linebackers, again, they're like pretty cheesy. Like, even like the low ones are like 10K. It was something stupid. It's gonna keep fading. It's gonna keep drying up. But again, these are only out for this week, so it's not that big a deal. So let's just go ahead and take a left outside linebacker. And that's basically like the only thing like we're really going for. And we're looking for 88 or above. 85, 88 or above. So it's a right. Alright, so there's a left, and I'm gonna show you like just in that card. Pull 3 elites, not bad. And a gold, and we'll see if he goes into a gold pack like real quick. So I don't have to mess with it later. Alright, so we actually pulled like 3 elites like out of this. Right outside linebacker, left outside linebacker, and right end. Now, oh, and that finished off another token. So, I mean, it completes a set, so I guess that works. So remember, you spent like 22K for that set, or for that pack, and we really didn't pull much of really anything. But I want to show you like how that actually, like, it doesn't look like you pulled much, but so these are the guys we pulled, all of those. Obviously these guys are going to be only like 1,000 or like 800 coin or something like that. They're probably even dropped by now. He might be more because he's a left. But let's look at just like the 3 elites. And so there you go. Okay, so it's already dropping, so it's smart. But I mean, just the same, you can put him up for 5.9 or 4.9 rather, and he's going to be an easy sell. And then I think these guys are still like 2.9 or 3.9 probably. So 3.9 again. So you got a 4.9, 3.9, so that's 5, 8. And then again, this is pulling like nobody really spectacular, like nobody really great. So again, you got another 3.9, you know, maybe a 4.9 in there, probably 4.9 with him too. So again, like you got 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and another 4, so 18 plus the gold card if you wanted to sell it, 19, 20. So you really didn't lose any money. I mean, you didn't get great card. You didn't really get any great cards. I mean, honestly, that's the shittiest you could probably do. Well, you could not get one of the elite cards, but like again, I'm not really losing anything. So it's a good way to basically, like, if you do get a good pull, then it's totally worth it. If you don't, then it's not. So let's try it out again. See if we can't get like a decent pull, because a lot of these like left outside linebackers, I think even like some of the right outside linebackers, for some reason, now we're gonna get like no elite and just get trashed on. All right, so left end, and then it's like 3.9, right end 3.9. That's probably gonna be it. Yeah. So not as great, but we did get like some gold cards. But again, you got like, what was it, 4.9, 3.9, 4.9, 3.9, whatever. So it's about 8K like in those two, let's just say 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18K like worth of cards. Again, you're not really losing much, and you didn't really invest a lot like into it. So it's not like you're sitting here just, you know, losing your ass like with these cards. Do you have to sell them? Of course, for sure. Is it a pain in the ass? For sure. But at the same time, you know, not that big a deal. So anyways, that was a video. I just wanted to do a real quick video on showing everybody that I made the 12 players, the 12 defensive players. So that is the complete set. All 24 positional heroes have been made. I don't know where I'm going with this money. All the positional heroes have been made. And that's it. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Drop likes below. If you have any questions or comments, like drop the comments in below. I don't really know what I'm going to be doing next with Madden. I'll probably be getting a text here in a second since my son's been watching about playing Fortnite and when I'm going to play it. I've been kind of under the weather and everything like that recently, and he's been hounding me to play it. So I'll probably like download it and then see, maybe run some games with him like later on today or something like that. We'll figure it out, but don't really know what I'm going to do next, like on Madden or like whatever, but I'm sure we'll be back with like the next set, or if something cool happens or whatever, we'll run through that too. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. Drop likes below. Out. Peace.